Your boy Anime Senpai here with another live stream of Valkiria Revelations. How are you guys doing on this lovely Friday streaming? Sorry about how late this stream is, but at least we got one up today. So don't forget, before we get started, don't forget to hit that red button down below, which is the subscribe button. Don't forget to slap that subscribe button. Don't forget that like button, and don't forget to hit that bell so you're notified of every time we have a stream.
You're quite studious. How splendid. This is a true story.
Chapter 3 of Past Delays.
The pendant?
You sure it's the exact same necklace, not some knockoff?
There's no way one of us would mistake it. There's only one in the world.
Why would the Valkiria be wearing Miss Maria's pendant?
No way! Is she already...
If they were going to kill her, they would have done it already with everyone else that day. But they took her.
Which is why we knew she was still alive.
I believe she is, even now. I'm uncertain about that pendant, however.
There's a lot about this last battle we don't understand, including a new Grand General with advanced augmentation. Not to mention a Valkiria with Miss Maria's pendant and the Princess's newfound power.
You gonna report all that crazy shit?
No, the royal family said not to. I suppose they don't want anyone thinking the Princess is a Valkiria herself.
I didn't anticipate that a Valkyria would be deployed. You have my apologies.
It's my fault too. I didn't catch even a hint of it.
Means their classified info's on lockdown. Not too shabby.
But we now know for certain. Unless we defeat the Valkyria, we can't carry our wishes to completion.
Ruse clearly means business. Expect to encounter the Valkyria again.
Lucky us. The more they show their hand, the more chances we get to beat them up.
Am's the one who's beating them up?
Hey, Vi. Don't forget about the alchemic weapons I developed. Of course, Sabanchi and company is gonna keep on upping the ante. So come on, let's all kick some Valkyrian ass together.
Yeah, together.
I'll see what I can dig up on Valkyria lore. Might discover something new if we compare it to what we've seen firsthand.
We'll need to look into the princess's song, too.
It's called a Galder.
Care to share with the class, Sam?
Powerful magic that's channeled through singing. That's all I learned at the Institute. I don't remember the specifics, but I think it can somehow weaken a Valkyria.
I think I've read something about that before. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's definitely worth looking into.
If we press the advantage, it may become our trump card against the Valkyria.
Which means, Am, you'll need to properly protect the princess.
Guess the Maiden of Jutland's our new VIP, huh? Hey, what's up?
I'm sorry. I let Gustav get away.
Oh, that? Forget about it.
If the Empire is taking the war with Jutland in earnest, we can be sure the Grand Generals will be on the battlefield. We don't need to rush it, Hamlet.
The Grand Generals. Didn't think they'd find a new one so fast.
Yeah, who the hell is this guy?
Laertes.
I'm sorry guys about how some of the stuff's reoccurring from the last
Ophelia
stream.
said she was sure.
I'm assuming the save file did not save
Even if he's the real deal,
since our last
doesn't
stream.
change the fact that Ruse wiped out the rest
So
of
we'll try
Ipsaria's
to
royal
get through
family,
chapter 3 as
which
fast
means
as
the Emperor
possible.
killed this
Get
guy's
past this
parents.
part so we
So
get
how
back
the
to where we
goddamn
were.
did he end up a Grand General?
The trust between the Emperor and his Grand Generals is stronger than blood. I'm sure there's a reason he was added.
Vi, could you look into him?
Yeah, I'll dig around.
Thanks.
Ipsaria has calmed down under Jutland's rule. The existence of the prince may become a hindrance.
This is getting complicated.
Very. All the more reason to be careful.
For those of you that caught the last stream, this is what happened the last time. As I said earlier, the save file did not
You're
save.
awake. Miranda. You should lie down, milady.
No, I am all right. Although my head is still a bit foggy.
My brother told me what happened.
I cannot remember much. Except wanting to protect everyone. By singing. That much I recall quite clearly.
And protect them you did. Godot said your voice was angelic.
Is that so?
His Majesty has ordered the military to research your song.
Huh.
Your Highness may very well be the real anti-Valkyria force.
Me? This is most confusing. Yet I cannot forget the battlefield. Whatever they say about me, the truth is that when Vandergund really needed me, I failed to prove myself to the anti-Valkyria squad. Where is Godot now?
My brother's out. He said he wanted to look something up.
Now we have to continue where we left off and get back to where we were.
Leaving so
originally.
soon?
Yes, sorry for intruding.
Did you
This
find the
kinda
article
sucks.
you wanted?
Yes, thank you for the assistance.
No, by all means. Happy to be of help.
Thank you, again. I must be off.
Huh? Oh, Freet. What brings you here? We don't have a meeting scheduled, do we?
Just need to do a bit of research. The guy who just left, wasn't that...
The orphanage that burned down 10 years ago. It was in Molda. The mother and daughter running it, and most of the children all burned to death. Only 5 orphans survived. I'm certain one of them was the captain. And it was 10 years ago that then Crown Prince Claudius came to Molda with the 4 Grand Generals. He came to survey the Valkiria ruins. Unfortunately, most of the records from then were lost once Molda was annexed by Ruse. It can't be a coincidence that all the records of the captain and the other orphans vanished around the same time.
Oh, Lieutenant Villefort! It's getting really bad, sir. Please, come help.
Explain yourself, knave. Clamming up again! Do you take us for fools, you baseborn?
Are you finished? I acknowledge your complaint. Seems there's room for improvement in my command style. I
I
apologize.
know that this stuff
I'll
has
try to
been
work
in the
on it.
last stream,
Don't
and I know
hesitate
I
to
should be
speak up if you
skipping
have
these
any further
cutscenes, but
complaints in the future.
for you guys to enjoy the
goes for all of
gameplay,
Is
just
that all?
bear with it for now.
You!
What's going on here?
Oh, as always, you have great timing.
We wanted the captain to explain with his words what happened at Avaloon.
You're referring to when he disappeared.
Don't you find that suspicious? He just ran off without telling us a thing.
It happened in Molda, too. He acted on his own. It's unusual.
And you all feel the same?
Well, we don't plan to yap on about it as much as a certain someone, though. It's just, well, we want to do something about this atmosphere.
this keeps up, the group won't be able to work well as a unit. We should resolve this issue, you know.
Don't know, don't care.
But wait, everybody. The reason the captain ran off was to face the Valkyria alone. I'm sure he just didn't want to put anyone else in danger.
If that's the case, that's a big problem. It means the captain doesn't trust our abilities. This unit was created to eliminate the threat of the Valkyria. If we aren't trusted, we won't be able to risk our lives when it's needed most.
You're a soldier too. You get what Bridget's saying, don't you?
Now do you understand the severity of the situation? We can't carry on like this.
I trust each and every last one of you. I wouldn't be here if not for all of you. I thought for sure the Valkyria was going to kill me. But then you guys showed up, and we won. The anti-Valkyria squad won.
Captain.
If we work together, we can overwhelm the Valkyria. I have a responsibility to bring victory to Jutland, and I'll need your strength to do that. I'm counting on all of you.
Don't look at me. I shan't be fooled by such words. Besides, that was no explanation. 'Twas a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
I think it best to drop this matter.
Excuse me?
It's true the captain's behavior as of late has been suspect, and I cannot and will not ignore that. But we are at war. Right now, the only thing that matters is victory. I will personally keep note of the captain's actions, and render judgment after the campaign winds down. Do you find that agreeable, Captain?
I have no objections.
Then the matter is settled. We remain on standby until the next mission. Dismissed.
What?
Jorder.
Roger.
What the deuce? Now see here, I still haven't even...
Well now, we have a standby order. That means it's time for drinks.
I hope I didn't overstep my bounds.
Not at all.
Captain, I want to trust you.
Yes, so you've mentioned.
That is why I will continue to look into your past. This war is personal for you. Whatever's between you and the Grand Generals causes you to lose your composure. The fire at the orphanage in Mulda. The children who survived. Claudius looking into the Valkiria ruins at that same time. I must know what it is you're hiding.
Anything unusual happen? I saw one of your men leaving the newspaper's office.
Godot. He's looking into my past. He learned about the orphanage, the fire. He knows there were survivors.
The article from 10 years ago. I should have destroyed it.
He became suspicious because of my behavior during the last mission. We need to be careful.
Right. Well, better tell the others. I'll mention it to Vi and Saul. Need to speak with them about the next column anyway. You tell Baz. He ought to be at his factory. See ya.
I welcome those that just joined the stream. Technical difficulties with the save file. We are doing, if you guys haven't seen the last stream, this is all the same stuff, same chapter. Well, part of the chapter. We didn't complete chapter 3 yet, but Apparently the save file did not save, and we're just repeating the same stuff that we saw in the last stream. I hope that's fine with all of you. If not, you guys can skip this stream to the next half of it, because it may not seem like a big deal for some of you that are watching, but those of you that saw the last stream will know why I'm kinda pissed about going back through this same stuff. At least we got saved the money that we had from the last stream, so we'll try to get through the parts as fast as possible so we get to where we were supposed to be at. First we gotta do this secondary mission first, and hopefully we can get to the part, finish off chapter 3 to chapter 4 where we're supposed to be at.
Yo, hell yeah. What did you say? What did you say? Nope.
What's the matter? We've got a new assignment. Well done. Well done. We have the... Op details are as follows. That is all.
Yeah, I agree with you, bud. The music is really good. Alright, now we'll start our battle. Hopefully we can get through chapter 3 by the end of this stream. Back to where we're supposed to be at.
Yo!
Let's do this! This'll do it. Out of my way!
And this part was really tedious to get through. Just hoping we can get back to where we're supposed to be. But in the meantime, you guys can enjoy the music.
You ready? Watch this! You ready? What are you looking at?
Huh?
There we go.
Let me see. Pretty good, yeah? Hell yeah.
Let's end this!
This'll do it!
You ready? Out of my way!
We're not going till tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about this quick pause. When my dad walked in and asked me a question about stuff. We'll continue with where we are. Get through this as quick as possible. Other games that we stream besides this is Onigiri Girl. We did stream WWE 2K17 a while back, but no one seemed to like it, so I scratched that off the list. I'm thinking of streaming Tekken 7 and MLB The Show again. Which is MLB The Show 17. I might do that in the next year or so, possibly, or I'll just do the Tekken 7 as I said. But for now, we'll do Valkiria Revolution for a while.
Very good.
I'll give my all.
Let's end this!
I agree with you, Tekken 7 but I don't know which type of thing you guys want to see from Tekken 7. If you want to do like some regular gameplay online, or if you would want to see the story mode of Tekken 7.
Honestly,
It's up to you guys.
This'll do it! I'll give it my all.
you ready? Out of my way!
This'll do it! I'm with you.
That is true. The story is pretty short, but like, you could do anything you guys want. Or if you go online, there we could do fight in some tournaments that some other players are put out and start. So either way, it would be some fun things to do for you guys. For those of you guys who didn't catch the last stream, this is basically the stuff that we did the last stream. The save file, from, like I said before, had corrupted and did not save. This is a lot better. We got a lot better rank in this mission, but it would be more liked if we did,
as expected,
start from where we left off.
How was it?
The sensitivity is excellent, and its resonance with the specimen is proving to be equally perfect.
But it's far from the maximized output we predicted.
Bingo. If an alchemist could draw out all that juice, I bet it'd blow the crap out of a light tank in just one hit.
Is something diverting its primary power source?
Or are the current synchronization levels insufficient?
Like I said, nerds. Talking about the machines.
Oh hey, thanks for the help, Am. We're gonna crank up the heat on this monotech, so come by later to check it out.
Weird what?
Then allow
Lobster
me
out.
to
I don't know
continue.
what you're talking about. Weird what?
If I recall, both Jutland and Ruse held national funerals around the same time, after the Battle of Avalon. More accurately, they were memorial services, but Ophelia spoke of them as funerals to mourn those who fell in battle.
Historically, the fact that both sides claimed it was their victory was given much attention. Claudius declared that Balthus, who lost his life at the war's onset, had died honorably at the Battle of Avalon.
So he did manipulate the information. I thought it was odd when you said that Balthus died at the beginning of the war. Public records indicate that he was killed in action during the battle at Avalon.
The Emperor capitalized on his death and claimed that Balthus greatly contributed in establishing the current ruse.
Comrades, weep not for Balthus Greppenberg. Be proud. When the Jutes invaded our colony, like a pack of rabid dogs, it was the Grand General who minimized our losses. We may have lost Avalon, but the damage dealt to those slavering curs was thanks to our dearly departed Balthus. in the face of invasion. We call this a victory.
His aim was to incite the people's hatred toward Jutland. Moreover, he commended Balthus's efforts against the enemy. By emphasizing that, he described Jutland's attack on Avalun as an invasion.
So it was during this time that the Ruse's side of the argument started using the word invasion.
It's the same as how Jutland highlighted liberation. Speaking of... The national funeral was held at Ophelia's suggestion. The fact they obtained victory in the past 3 operations. Her thoughts for the soldiers who gave their lives for the cause. She conveyed all in her requiem. Freet the traitor continued his column, directing the people's anger to the Empire, especially with the Valkiria. He wrote that its appearance signified the Empire felt threatened, and it increased the morale of the country.
I now understand that the Battle of Avalun held great meaning to both Jutland and the Empire. But from your account, Professor, there's something that didn't appear in any of the history books. The pendant that the Valkiria had. Why did it upset Amlet? And why were the traitors so surprised to hear of it?
It seems there are references to Valkyria throughout Europa's history.
I don't know what's the problem.
How do you mean? Records suggest that behind every king, lord, and noble house that's left their mark, there's been a Valkyria. Countless leaders have tried to unite Europa through force. All of them blessed by a Valkyria.
Blessed?
That's how some books describe it. Others use the word contract. Honestly, the legends are rather vague. Some say they eat human flesh. Others say you offer your life to them.
No way! We're the ones who are gonna take the Emperor's life.
Well, they're called legends for a reason. I need to do more research. Hopefully I'll find something that explains why the Valkyria had Miss Maria's pendant.
Yo, Am.
Am?
Just tell me how to kill it.
In the past, Amlet the traitor tried to assassinate Claudius for the sake of the pendant's owner. For the sake of rescuing their teacher, Maria Schmeiko. He came close enough to swing his blade upon the Emperor.
Claudius.
Death itself. A much more fitting epithet for you, Valkyria.
This is a Valkyria?
The attempted assassination of the Emperor. That incident cemented a single thought among the traitors. To achieve their goal, they must overcome a powerful enemy of Valkiria. Ever since they swore to save Maria and avenge their family at the orphanage, each and every one of the traitors dedicated themselves in their respective fields. Amlet as a soldier, Solomon as a politician. Freet, at the time, still worked at a newspaper company. Basil created his foothold in the business world. Violet worked in espionage and began touring foreign countries as a secret agent. All of their actions were for the day they would have their revenge. All the things they learned and experienced would someday help realize their dreams. That's what they believed. Before long, the Valkiria appeared with the Imperial Army and was said to be the country's symbol of progress. Afterward, Jutland was blocked economically by the 4 major powers of the world, initiated by the Ruzi Empire.
The country gradually went bankrupt. Food was plentiful thanks to fertile lands, but Jutland depended on imports for fuel and resources. Once fuel became scarce, it began to affect agriculture. The government used rations to stabilize the life of the people, but even that had its limitations. The situation steadily grew worse each passing day. Rural areas were hit first in an outcry of hunger and poverty.
Around the same time, arguments pressing for war with the Empire grew due to the influence of the traitors. The Anti-Valkiria Squad was formed as part of that.
Amlet, who had a high compatibility with Ragnite, was selected as a member and was appointed its commander.
Years after the failed assassination, the traitors would meet on occasion to discuss their plans for revenge. When they assumed the battle with the Valkiria, it was evident it would be difficult with only 5 people.
That's the reason for the war? Just for revenge? The Anti-Valkiria Squad was created for that purpose?
They were conflicted about it as well.
I'm sure you realize it, everyone. No matter which of our fields we look from, this country is at its limits.
Not a day goes by the paper doesn't interview someone about how harsh it is. We don't even report on the half of it.
Money isn't circulating like it used to either.
Intelligence is analyzing what brought this situation about, but it seems the 4 major powers are involved somehow. They haven't determined a main objective yet, or why it happened, though.
More and more people are applying to join the army. It's one thing guaranteed to provide a regular meal.
So we have the manpower to fight.
I wouldn't call them battle-ready, though.
We must capitalize on this situation. I've been saying it all this time. Bring the country into this, start a war. There are no other means to take our revenge.
Putting aside how absurd that idea is, I don't think there's any way to morally justify starting a war.
You've been turning it down with that. but don't you feel anything about this country's wretched state? This economic blockade is unjust. If Jutland itself doesn't raise its voice, nothing will change.
I'm with Saul on this.
You really want to do this?
What other option do we have?
Well, we can work together like before.
Only reason that almost worked was because the Emperor actually left the capital. But he hasn't since. So what do you suggest? We just keep waiting and hoping? I'm done waiting. It's time to take our revenge. And free Jutland from economic oppression while we do.
Indeed. This, too, is for the country.
So you have no problem with sending countless innocents to their deaths? Wars cost lives. A lot of them.
The Emperor kidnapped our teacher and took the lives of our friends.
And you think that warrants the kind of damage war will do?
Loss of life is all the same. Whether it's our friends back at the orphanage or our countrymen in this war.
It isn't only us, Fried. The Emperor has invaded other countries and made them into colonies. How much blood do you think has been spilled? By slaying that tyrant, lives can be saved.
I don't know what's the best choice anymore.
Do you intend to continue waiting for the Emperor to come out? Do you intend to continue living with revenge in your heart? That's the same as being dead.
Part of us already died in that fire.
War sounds good to me, but so does the old wait and see.
Jeez. You're so neutral, Baz.
Fried, Violet, I'll say it once more. This is also for the country. Its recovery and our goals follow the same path.
Well, that may be true, but...
Violet, you're kind. However, if you've chosen to walk the path of vengeance, I'd like you to cast aside that emotion.
I can still hear their screams. Miss Maria, our friends.
Did you guys forget already?
What?
The coin, huh? I forgot that we had that.
Things were simpler back at the orphanage, weren't they? Any tough choice came down to the flip of a coin. Come on, has Lady Luck ever let us down?
I don't think so.
That's because fortune favors the bold. Start a war, or wait and see.
Count me in.
Same here.
Me too.
Basil, flip it.
Heads, it's wartime. Tails, we wait.
Agreed.
All right.
Here goes nothing. Heads.
Wait, Professor, you're saying they flipped a coin to decide whether or not they should start a war? That's terrible no matter how you look at it. It's no wonder they were convicted. It's already bad enough they did it for revenge.
Please, don't misunderstand them. It gets hidden behind the intensity of the word revenge. But it is true they looked at Jutland's poverty and believed they must take a stand.
Yes, Jutland's state then can't compare to the prosperity it sees now. But this news is bewildering regardless. It's so hard to comprehend. How do I process all this? Tell me, Professor. What did they do afterward? How did they confront the Valkiria?
This is where we last left off from the previous stream. If you haven't seen the last stream, this is where we left off the last time. We are now caught up to where we're supposed to be at. We will continue to stream still. Those of you that seen the last stream, I'm sorry about that. But don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Don't forget that bell notification button so you're notified of all the streams that we do. So with enough talk, let's continue with the story.
This is a true story.
How do we stop it?
Huh?
The Reaper.
Can't you defeat it? You did make it retreat.
Sure, we got some shots in, got it to back down, but I don't think we could actually beat it.
I trust Amlet's instincts, as both an alchemist and as a soldier. So, what you're saying is we lack the decisive firepower to finish things.
It's gotta have some sort of weakness.
Hey, Am, got any tips or tricks? You're the one who met it.
Notice any similarities between the two encounters? Anything in the conditions, or the way it shook out?
The conditions? Now that I think about it, the sun was rising when it fled from both encounters.
It left at dawn? Both times?
Yeah. As soon as the sun came out, it ran off, despite having the advantage.
Daybreak.
Maybe.
Yeah, the sun.
Something about it scares the Valkiria off.
Now that you mention it, the times that a Valkyrie has been seen on the battlefield have always been at night.
Then our approach is simple. We avoid night battles.
Yeah.
Don't stop the presses just yet.
I don't think this information needs to leave this room.
The army needs to know. If they can steer clear of the Valkyria, they can avoid a lot of unnecessary casualties.
I'll report it in then. You won't be brought under suspicion that way. They'd question the source of the intel and whatnot.
Right.
Oh, yeah, speaking of reporting in, the identity of that augmented soldier Am asked me to look into, that really was the Prince of Ipsaria.
Is that intel from your usual piece of man candy?
Oh, which man are you referring to? I'm rather popular, you know. My web at the Officers Club is expanding.
Damn, what happened to our innocent little Vi?
Carry on.
Jeez, no need to be so grim. He's apparently working as the Emperor's instrument of destruction, as a human experiment for augmentation. He's being deployed to various battlefields as a secret weapon.
That sounds dreadful.
Doesn't it? Hey, think we can pull the Prince in as an ally? He must be close to the Emperor if he's a Grand General.
Maybe it's all an act and he's waiting for a chance to avenge that whole regicidal killing spree business.
No. We need the Prince to disappear.
Why?
I want to keep it so the Prince was murdered by the Empire. Ipsaria started to function with the interim government. In order to have the Ipsarians follow Jutland, we focused on the fact that both of our countries were oppressed by the Ruzi Empire, that we have a mutual enemy. The thought that their royal family has been massacred is a driving force for the people of Ipsaria.
He's right. I wrote a column saying as much. I just want to point out suppressing this is a very Solomon thing to do.
Loose lips sink ships, you know.
Indeed. If they discover their prince is alive, Ipsaria will be swayed to his side. Jutland would lose its jurisdiction. Listen, Amlet. Find him on the battlefield and strike him down. It's nothing out of the ordinary. Even more so since he's calling himself a Grand General. He's only an enemy to us. Amlet?
Sure. No problem.
Also, there's one other thing. It's regarding 2nd Lieutenant Villefort. I heard from Freet. In a time where people have difficulty in simply surviving, I'm astounded to find such a meddlesome person.
Is it safe to leave him be?
Should we take care of him?
You're not serious, are you?
I don't think that's wise.
No shit. But we better be prepared to deal with the big guy.
Godot's under my charge. Leave it to me.
Captain, care to spar?
Sure.
Let's do this! Let's end this!
I'll give it my all. No escape! I'll give it my all. No escape!
Still looking into my past?
I'll give it my all. No. No!
Huh?
I'll be fine.
Carrots.
I've learned.
Now all you got.
You okay?
And did you tell her?
I'll give it my all.
Of course.
No!
You ready? What are you looking at?
Who did this?
That is.
I'll give it my all.
That's how that plays into the present.
Who did this?
I've chosen to keep my spirit.
Oh, was it not supposed to kick his ass? He should have just took his time. Heard him out. But no.
What matters most right now is maintaining the squad's sense of unity. I will do all I can to make sure the squad works cohesively come mission time. That is why I urge you to avoid conducting yourself in a suspicious manner, Captain.
I hear you.
As for the rest of you, this isn't a show.
Crap.
Perhaps a week of latrine duty is a fitting punishment?
I defer to your judgment, Lieutenant.
Well then, we should likewise head back to base.
What's up?
Welcome.
Have a good one.
Come on in. Come back anytime.
Take your time. Come back soon.
Need something?
What's the matter? Well done. We've got a new assignment. Seems that way. Well done. We have the advantage.
Oh, we got more
We have
battles. But let's continue with the story, shall we?
Op details are as follows. That's all. Let's do this! No match for us.
Intercept the enemy!
Get lost! Let's end this! Take this!
Here they come!
Going in. Job.
Here they come! Watch out!
Give you rocks!
This is for my girl!
Give you rocks!
Frank! Chase my blade!
You ready? Watch this! This'll do it.
I'm gonna attack!
Alright. Frank!
Thanks.
No, you don't!
Reinforcements!
Don't! Frank, tough I am.
I don't think so.
Watch out! Keep it up!
Another win.
Won't give up.
Who's next?
This guy is so easy.
That all you got? Who's next? Who's next?
Intercept the enemy! I found them!
Think you can take me? Let's end this!
Watch out! It's hot! In the name of Jutland!
Who's next?
Surprise, dipshits. Try again.
Watch out!
Oh, this guy has different armor than the other guys. Oh, tougher. Let's see if he can handle the heat. Shall we? Yep, he can.
You're mine.
I'm gonna attack!
Honest.
Can't take this.
I think water magic can be really helpful.
Need more training.
No match for us.
Intercept the enemy! Keep it up!
Now.
Let's end this!
Who's next?
Kicking ass!
Reinforcements!
Let me your ears!
Was a worthy foe.
You ready? Watch this!
Sorry about this!
Burn them all!
Surprise, dipshit.
Taste my blade! Watch out!
Next.
Are they eating us? Yeah, in the name of Jutland!
All right.
How about this?
Surprise, dipshit.
This'll do it.
Taste my
There we go. Captain Wonder. And we're back.
No match for us.
End this!
In the name of Jutland!
This guy's not easy.
Taste my blade!
Going in.
They're aiming for us! I'll focus on defense. Burn them
I offer
Constant vigilance.
I'm going in.
Taste my blood.
Get lost!
I'm going in.
All right. All right. Burn them all! Burn them all!
Can you give me another one?
See how tough I am? Watch out! It's hot!
Honest.
I'm going in.
Honest.
Burn them all!
There we go. Mission complete.
Mission complete.
A rank. Not that bad.
As expected.
Next, we cut off the enemy's supply lines. We're going to take down the bridge at Vonskold Gorge.
That means destroying that magnificent iron bridge. Such a shame.
That supply line directly connects the north to the south, but the northern region is currently impeded by the snow. If we deplete their reinforcements and supplies, it'll be easier for us to overtake them. At any rate, we continue the offense. Maintaining our victory streak is essential right now.
Understood. I'll inform the Army's commanding officer.
Please do. I'll suppress any dissenting opinions at Parliament.
Speaking of whiners, Vi's doing her spy thing, but what about Baz? Should we be making decisions without him? He's not going to like being left out.
Ah, about that. Meetings are the furthest thing from his mind at the moment. You should return to headquarters, Amlet. I suspect that Basil is eagerly waiting for you.
Yo, we've been waiting for you. Especially this bad boy.
What the?
You finished upgrading.
Well, it's just a prototype, but its Ragnite transmission capabilities got spiced up to the max. Should be able to extract a hell of a lot more mana now.
Yeah, I can already tell. This is good work, Basil.
I know, right?
The captain gets all the best stuff.
As soon as we snag some more Ragnite, we'll soup up the rest of your weapons too. The shipment should get here pronto.
Yay! Thanks, Basil.
You can bet on me. This mana tech's amazing, and I'm just getting started.
That's one hell of a nice sword. Just imagine all the cosplay of Valkiria Revelations would be having to carry around a sword like that. That'd be sick. No need to
Need
save
something?
yet. We'll
What?
continue where
How are
we
you?
are. As I'm pretty sure we got more
What's the
stuff to
matter?
do.
Well done.
We've got a new assignment. We have...
Sorry about how long this stream's gonna be, but in the future we'll probably every stream just complete a chapter from now on, so we don't have this problem with the save files.
That's all.
Pretty sure this is probably the last mission in the game for now.
What? Are you still sulking?
What a wonderful bridge.
Seriously? Get over it already.
Don't be such a sad sack, Isaac.
Sad sack.
Say what you will. At least I'm not so naive as you knaves.
Apprehensive, wary. I guess that's the nature of a scout.
Hey, can you not classify me with him? And what's so funny, Bloom?
I'm sorry?
The unit's mood seems different.
Does it?
Something has changed.
Nothing major.
Am I being left out of the group now?
Of course not.
December 31st, the Battle of Von Skuld Gorge. The Jutland army took the rear guard to preserve their strength. The Vannergan executed the attack independently.
Attack the bridgehead and keep the enemy at bay until the bridge breaks. Got it? Let's go. All right. Let's do this.
Hey, they're not so tough.
Ah, great.
Come on,
Keep it up! Let's end this!
That's our target.
My men did
Where does explosions come from?
See how tough I am? Here I go!
All right. You rust.
Taking the hit is my job.
Got a bad knee! Got a bad
You're mine.
Commander down! Who's next? Commander down!
How the heck did he get to this guy?
Here they come!
Get lost!
Nope, did nothing.
Get lost!
Got this! Keep it up!
Got one of them.
Who's next? Burn them all!
Got a bad record. Watch out!
You okay?
For your boo-boo!
Burn them all! Burn them all!
Here they come!
Watch it.
Scorpion's so hard. Jesus.
Got a bad feeling.
Burn them all!
I'm pooped.
Great job.
Burn them all!
Ew, this stinks. Here they come. Watch out, it's all you got a bad feeling. Here I go. No way.
Come on now!
You see me? Go away.
Watch it.
That all you got?
Hey, go away.
That all you got?
Incoming. Watch it.
He's taking out his legs is the best idea.
Surprise, dipshit.
That all you got?
Sucks.
How did this happen?
Yep, let's go.
That all you got?
Watch it.
That all you got?
This'll be easy. Here they come.
That all you got? Burn them all! That all you got? That all you got? How can this happen? That all you got? I'll be fine. That all you got? That all you got?
Sorry about this.
That all...
Hey, go away. Here they
That
come.
all you got?
Incoming. Watch it.
That all you got?
For your boo-boo.
That all you got?
Got a bad
That all you got? That all you got? That all you got?
Watch it.
That all you got?
Lovely, guys.
That all you got?
Surprise, dipshit.
On a search.
Here they come.
Incoming. Watch it.
Bad feeling.
Surprise, dipshit. I'm going in.
Here they come.
Can't run away now.
That all you got? Give you rocks. That all you got? I'll be fine. That all you got? That all you got? That should do some damage.
Just tell me we don't have to face another Scorpion. That took so long. Holy. Sorry for being so quiet, but jeez. Getting too focused.
Here they come. If Godot doesn't get here in time, we're gonna have our work cut out for us.
Please don't tell me to fit in the scorpion.
Looks as though they number in the few. Let's attack at once.
Yes, let's.
Be mindful.
In the name of Jutland!
I am sworn to the
Terribly
crown.
sorry. Please, listen to my song.
No way. No
In
way.
the name of Jutland!
I am sworn to the crown. Damn shoots!
Please, listen to my song.
Where on my sword? Show's over.
Oh, water! Turn the tide!
Not retreating!
You're no match. Leave it to me. Hold fast. I am sworn to the crown. Hold fast. Show's over. Let's do this. You must hold fast.
Oh, water! Turn the tide!
Missed me by a mile.
Please, listen to my song.
I'll give it my all.
Oh, water! Turn the tide!
Don't have such a thanks.
Who's next?
Time to shine.
You damn Jutes! Let's get it on!
Please, listen to my song!
Get it on!
Do not give up hope!
Sworn to the crowd!
Lose.
You're no match for us!
Take that!
Retreat!
I'll give it my all.
Damn!
It's not hardly my forte.
Here are my hopes and dreams!
Show's over.
I'm not done yet.
Victory shall be mine. Show's over.
Get ready!
Show's over. Time to show.
No way.
Show's over.
Not done yet.
Oh, we gotta find another scorpion.
Fire!
Never mind, we got the cannon. Sweet. But I thought we were gonna destroy the whole bridge. No.
Just like we planned. Mission complete. Let's link up with Godot and withdraw.
Wonderful.
Allow me to assist you.
Please, listen to my song!
Keep an eye on this!
Time to shine.
I'll focus on
I am sworn to
Please,
the crowd.
listen to my song!
You're so weak!
Please, listen to my song! Twas a worthy foe.
Allow me to assist you.
Missed me by a mile.
Enemies ahead!
Behind us as well.
An ambush!
Please, listen to my song!
Get it off!
In the name of Jutland!
I'll give it my all!
Please, listen to my song!
Princess! Princess!
Missed the mark. Pursue her. We must finish her off.
What the shit, man?
My fall must have been broken.
My fall has been broken? What's that grammar?
Oh no!
I suppose I'll torment her a bit before killing her.
What a sadistic old man.
Until then, I shall survive. In the name of Jutland!
Oh, you're giving it your best.
Onward to victory!
A shame it's all for nothing.
Resting people. Yeah, I can still fight. Oh, water! Turn the tides! my song! Here are my hopes and dreams! Here are my hopes and dreams! Turn the tide!
That took a while.
It would have been such a sight had you wailed and begged for your life. But that seems unlikely. How disappointing. What?
Hamlet, everyone. I knew you would come.
Glad to see you're still alive. Stay behind me.
You came down the cliff in that state?
Yeah. All right.
I'm going in.
Let's end this!
All right.
Watch out! This will be easy!
All right.
Got it, Dad! Here they come!
Honest.
On a search.
I don't think so!
Out of my way!
I'm with you! Love you guys! Here they come! Sorry about this!
Here we go.
For your good!
Again. I'm going in.
Here I go!
That all you got?
Try again.
Incoming.
Commander down!
Here I go!
All right. Commander down!
Now or never! Watch out, it's hot!
Burn them all!
This will be different. You're mine.
Here I go!
On a search.
You're mine.
Watch this!
I'm going in. Again.
That all you got? All right.
I think we got this.
Let's end this! Take this!
Yep, let's go! This is awesome!
Commander down!
This is better than fighting these scorpions against these dragons. They're a lot easier.
Burn them all!
I'm going in.
This'll do it.
Try again.
Watch out! Yep, let's go!
This will be
That all you got? Mission complete.
That was a bad rating. Let's see.
I'm so diesel.
I will not forget this insult, this humiliation.
I've caused trouble for all of you, yet again.
No one thinks that.
Everyone. The prince!
They're after Ophelia. We need to protect her.
We need the prince to disappear.
What's the matter, Alchemist? What a pitiful display.
Don't know what you mean.
When we crossed blades before, there was an intensity to your swings. They had conviction. Your skill today is a pale comparison. I see nothing behind it. There's no hint of the swordplay I faced the other day.
Awfully chatty this time. Something up?
Not at all. I'm just disappointed in you.
Please, wait!
Huh? What are you doing?
Both of you, lay down your arms.
What?
There is no reason for us to fight each other.
Are you joking?
Get out of the way, Ophelia. He's one of Ruse's Grand Generals. That's all the reason we need.
I will do no such thing. There has to be a reason he assumed that rank and title. Isn't that so, Prince Laertes?
I told you, I am not that person.
Nay, you are indeed Prince Laertes. As Princess of Jutland, I say to you, Prince of Ipsaria.
Stop fooling around!
I shall give you back Ipsaria. Neither the Kingdom of Jutland nor the Ruzi Empire should rule over the state of Ipsaria. That honor belongs to you, the heir apparent to its throne.
Well said for someone who has seized my homeland from the Empire.
Beg pardon?
Since the royal family is no more, Jutland declared it would govern instead. Sounds like nonsense to me. The country that controls the Ragnite has simply changed from Ruse to Jutland. Why not honestly proclaim that this is an invasion, and not some embellishment like liberation?
'Tis no invasion. We freed your nation from usurpation, so that everything may be restored to its rightful order. True, Jutland governs Ipsaria, but as stewards, not tyrants. All to protect your people, whose freedom the Emperor stole. However, liberty can only be won by the Crown Prince's hand. Devote your life to your country, not another man's cause. As for myself, I wish only for peace between our lands. I want both our countries to prosper, together.
Emperor Claudius let me live. I have chosen to dedicate myself to his Imperial Majesty.
Your Highness!
Your words are hollow. If you want to speak of ideals, be resolute. Be prepared to sacrifice. Be like His Majesty.
We wish for you to assassinate the Princess Ophelia.
Why does my heart waver then?
Amlet!
Your skills have gotten even duller. What's the hurry, alchemist? Your sword is unworthy to be in my presence. Princess, I will attack Ipsaria in broad daylight and drive all of you out. As a general of the Ruzi Empire.
Wait!
Amlet, you mustn't!
Come on now! He's the enemy. He tried to kill us both.
That is where you are wrong. I know we can somehow come to an understanding. Nay, we absolutely must. His heart beats for his homeland, just as strongly as ours. Can you not see that? Though you cannot now, one day you will. And when that day comes, we shall reach out together and reason with him.
You looked into his eyes. There's nothing there but anger. There's no reasoning with someone like that.
You two have the very same eyes. Are you lost to reason as well?
Your Highness, are you safe? Princess? Captain?
Ah, jeez.
The battle at Vonskold Gorge also ended in a victory for Jutland. Every newspaper wrote that Jutland avenged the soldiers who had died to the Valkiria in the prior battle. Conversely, the Ruzi Empire was forced to completely re-examine their line of supply.
I apologize deeply. Not only did I fail to eliminate the princess, the mana weaponry your majesty entrusted in my care was destroyed. I cannot excuse myself for this blunder.
Spare us the melodrama, Victor. What is past is prologue. Our next chapter holds new opportunities.
However, one of our major supply lines for the coming winter has been cut off. It is obvious that Jutland is trying to snow us in.
Maxime, how, pray tell, would you judge Victor's results?
Why do you ask me?
Who better than the one originally assigned to the mission? He who refused the appointment should have quite an opinion.
If I may speak freely, Grand General Timoshev does not specialize in this type of military tactic. He will rebound in a situation that caters to his true strengths.
Oh, what a generous evaluation.
It's my belief that dirty work such as this does not suit your Majesty's path to power, and we should drop it.
Maxime! How dare you show such insolence to His Majesty?
Every action I take is to be a valued general. I dare say my opinion because I believe it will benefit His Majesty. The enemy will be more vigilant with this incident. But that princess, she won't yield. She will come forward. That is the moment we should defeat her.
A valid assessment. Maxime's judgment reflects our own. As for you, Victor, let this redouble your devotion to Ruse.
Yes, sire.
Now, about that summons we received from the Vion Summit.
It would appear the events at Von Skold Gorge shocked all of the great nations.
Take Vanergin's alchemic weaponry receiving major upgrades. It's proof that Ipseria's Ragnite now belongs to the Jutes.
The ambassadors have been ridiculing us for losing, despite having the strength of the Valkiria on our side.
These self-styled superpowers. Those sycophantic fools are plotting some petty scheme. No matter. We shall maintain a fair distance, as always.
What a troublesome princess.
Can't believe she started lecturing on the battlefield.
As long as she doesn't interfere with our plan, I don't care what she does.
And if she does, you don't plan to... You wouldn't say that now, would you, Saul?
It depends on which is more important to us. Jutland or our revenge.
Bingo.
Stop it! You boys are scaring me lately.
I wouldn't think of doing anything to the princess. I'm simply trying to find a way to use her to our benefit. The Prince of Ipseria's existence concerns me too. We need to do something before he does.
Whoa, looks like Saul's putting on his plotting face.
Amlet, as I said before, we need to be rid of the prince. I'll get in touch with my contacts within the major powers. I'll need your assistance.
Come on, let me know what you think.
You've outdone yourself, Basil.
To be fair, its real worth is only testable on the Valkiria. We don't exactly have time to fine-tune the adjustments.
I'm sure Saul will get it done.
How do you figure?
Whenever he has that look, I know he means business.
The old plotting face. No doubt about that.
Am, how do you feel about me interviewing the princess?
Why would you do that?
Just trying to find more ways to leverage her. I think something about what her power can do might be useful.
I'm sure she'd agree to it. She probably has a lot to say.
Something on your mind?
Ophelia cares very deeply for this country, her citizens.
So what?
We...
Hey, this is about vengeance, and don't you forget it. We've got half the world at war now. And sure, it's fine and dandy for a princess to worry about things from her palace. But down here, it's eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth.
What's on your mind?
Don't you feel bad about it? Even a little.
Why should we?
Innocent blood is being shed in the name of our revenge.
The hell's that coming from? This isn't like you, Am.
Never mind.
We all chose to pursue this vendetta. I know you pulled the short straw here, but listen, is there really room for compassion when you think about all our friends who died in that fire? About losing Miss Maria?
You're right.
I still see that shit in my dreams. Every time I close my goddamn eyes, our home reduced to ash, our family, their bodies charred black. And Miss Maria, I'll never forgive, and I'll never forget.
I know. Sorry I brought it up.
I support the princess. The fact that the traitors were willing to use everything and everyone for their vengeance is... I wonder now if I think that because I've been tainted by the previous information surrounding them.
And that's perfectly fine. They took the dishonorable name of traitor willingly. They accepted it with pride. Let's continue with the story. The major powers were beginning to move.
And this concludes our live stream for tonight. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification button so you're notified every time we have another live stream. And like always, I'll see you guys in the next live stream. For now, hope you guys had an amazing time with me and enjoy the story. Sorry about how long this was, but the stream from the save file did not comply for whatever reason. So we'll see you guys next